Well, I hope that doesn't mess anything up.
I don't I don't know if it will or not.
I don't know. Zoom is very users not friendly. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Hypothetical Comedy, the podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina,
And I am Athena Rodriguez.
and we're here with comedian Emma Paxton. How you doing, Emma?
I'm pretty good. Hanging out on this lovely July 4th weekend.
Hell yeah. It is July 4th, but it not be July 4th when people hear this. You just already triggered on one of Athena's major hangups about getting the episodes out. But anyways, that's cool. Do you have any awesome plans for 4th of July that happened a month ago?
Yeah, it happened a month ago. So I went to see the fireworks a month ago.
Oh, how
I told you, it's so silly.
how were the fireworks? How were they?
They were great. They were red, white, and blue. You know, they have like the fireworks, they have all the different sounds. Like you got to pick your favorite one. There's the one that has that cool, like squiggly sound. I'm not going to even attempt to try and do it.
I appreciate that. Do you have any pets?
No, not at the moment.
It was so random.
That's good. No, because so our
out.
cat has been living her worst life the last couple of days because
Aw.
people have been lighting off fireworks almost nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the fireworks themselves, it's the mortar ones that just go boom and they're so jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones aren't.
So then we go, what's their enjoyment out of this life? Just lighting something on fire and making it explode?
That's what people do. It's very polluting to the air as well, which is cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So anyway, how long you been doing comedy, Emma?
Gosh, I don't know. They're like 3.5 years, I guess. Ish.
Oh, that's cool. And
Not long enough.
Not long enough. Well, I don't think anybody has done comedy long enough.
True.
Well, I meant to start it way earlier, but I got kind of a late start.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I started at like 29, and I felt like that was kind of a late start because
Yeah, that's same here.
There's people who are much who I'm doing it and I'm in my 30s at that point, and then people are like all like 22, and I was like, oh man, if I started when I was your age.
Yeah.
But I'll still be probably
When we started, we were
terrible.
Like older, and then there was like a little kid that was in our scene that was way younger than us, and he was like so good.
Oh, he has
good.
a show on the Disney Channel now.
Joey Bragg.
What?
Yeah, he was a kid in the comedy scene, and now he is on the Disney Channel as a young adult.
Whoa.
No, and it's so crazy.
It is crazy.
What a trip.
That is a trip. So, did you start doing comedy out in the New Jersey area? That's where you are, right?
I'm in upstate New York, but I'm from northern New Jersey. I started out in the New Jersey scene in like New York City.
Okay.
And I'd always wanted to do comedy since I was like a teenager. I always thought I had the, kind of personality for stand-up as a kind of surly, introverted teenager who was kind of cynical, and I always loved stand-up, and then I just never had the nerve to do it. For some reason, I had all these hang-ups, like, what do people say in between the bits? And I don't know, just whatever stupid, like, self-conscious crap you have. And then I saw these people do comedy in New York City. I think it was like, it was like a free comedy show. And the guys were so horrible.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, if they can do it, then I'm doing it, damn it. And then
I love that. I love how your inspiration was like a negative time. You're like, hey, well, if they suck, I might suck a little less.
Yeah, exactly. It just like lit a fire under my belly, and I was like, damn it, I can do it if they can do it.
That is so I don't know if if people are listening to this, if they know Emma, but that is very Emma. I remember one of the first catchphrases for you that I learned was bad vibes only.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm like I don't like, I may have been more like that as a teenager. I feel like I'm a mixture of like good vibes and bad vibes, but I am like a contrarian of sorts. So
We get a
I
little
don't know.
less. We get a little less rebellious with age. Probably.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that story. And so what did you do from there? You're like, okay, well, this guy sucks. I could probably suck a little less. And what did you go from there?
Yeah.
I just started doing like open mics. I found one I really liked, and like my first set went really well. Like I rehearsed it a lot, and then I started doing a lot more, and I got really into it. But then I started having health issues, and that kind of made me stop a bit. And that was just as I was getting like really, really going. So that really sucked. So then I kind of stopped doing it for a while. And then I did it a little bit more, and then the pandemic started. So.
Oh wow!
And then I started doing a bunch of Zoom comedy.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. What was it like living in New Jersey? Because I know it's not super far, but it's still kind of a travel. What was it like living in New Jersey and then traveling to New York to do comedy?
It was awesome. Like I'm not, a lot of people lived in my town who like work in the city, so there's like a train it's like 45 minutes. It was really fun, like just going to different spots and trying to get into that, but it is like very time consuming, and I was just getting started, so I had a lot more to discover and do. But there's tons of people. It's such a large scene.
I would think so.
I can't even imagine, because like in New York, there's subways, and there's like, I'm sure the public transportation is very elaborate out there. I was just talking last week to my buddy Faco. He's local here to us, and we were telling bus stories and things like that. And so I've had my time on the bus, but I feel like out there in New York, it's probably a lot more elaborate, a lot more just this place to this place, and take this train to this train, and this bus to this bus, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but with GPS, anything is possible, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. That helped me out so many times. And then I really liked it when they added how many stops. You're gonna get off in 3 stops. Okay, thanks.
Can you imagine like without GPS? I can't even, I can hardly get to one end of my town.
I used to be in that world. I used to live life with no GPS. One time when I was a teenager, I fell asleep on the bus and I woke up in a city I never heard of.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember MapQuest and all that. It was traumatic.
Having to print out directions. Oh man.
Ugh. Wow. The worst.
It is the worst.
Maps? Yuck. Not a fan.
Damn it, Rand McNally. Why'd you make our life so much easier?
Speaking of not liking maps and not liking a few things, you've been really a cheerleader for promoting shows that you want to have, like, I guess, both sides of an argument. Like your last show you had was summer and ice cream themed, and people got to comment what their least favorite and the best flavor. And you were a little disappointed when they picked like bland flavors.
Athena is so mad because you said yuck to butter pecan.
It hurt my feelings. I felt attacked.
Sorry.
So
I mean, it is kind of good. Like, I don't know. It's just like, no, it's not my favorite. It's just like a very adult. I don't know. I just think of like anything. I'm just like, I just think of like chocolate. Any dessert that doesn't have chocolate, I'm just like not enthused by.
I can get behind that. Yeah, I'm very much into chocolate, so I agree with that. It took a long time for her to convince me to try butter pecan. I like it, but I'd rather have like Rocky Road.
Yeah, or like cookie dough. Or
yeah. Hell yeah. Look what you turned this into.
Well, I'm not against chocolate. I guess I'm just an old lady.
What is it about the debate mics that like appeal to you? Because that's a pretty interesting concept.
The what mics?
Like debate, like both sides of
I don't know. You know what? I love like Jim Gaffigan is probably one of my favorite comedians, and I love that he had an entire special about food. I just thought it was so original at the time. And it's like the world is such a dark place. Like sometimes you just want to talk about food. Like it's fun, it's lighthearted. Like I always love like debates in my family or like that I've seen on YouTube where people are just like arguing over like something so silly. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just think it's fun. And I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of holiday shows. I've always been a very festive person when it comes to holidays. I like celebrating them. So I don't know. I thought it'd be like sort of original and just like festive, like
Yeah, it's pretty. It is an
let's
original
just escape
idea.
and do something fun. Thanks.
Yeah, no, we do. Yeah, we do enjoy it. It is a fun idea. We went to the last one, like she said, you guys were debating ice cream flavors and things like that. So that was super fun.
I agree on
Yeah.
rum raisin though.
Rum
That one
raisin.
can go to hell. That's a
Yes,
weird-ass
exactly.
flavor.
Anything with a raisin in it.
Hey,
Talk about
I
an old
know,
lady
I
flavor.
like raisins.
Okay, a raisin ice cream. Well, raisin ice cream.
Not
Like
with
the worst. Let's just take like the worst thing ever and put it with the best thing ever.
I would rather have rum ice cream than raisin ice cream.
Can you imagine other boozy ice creams like that?
They
are
have
kinda
it.
Gross?
What about raisinette ice cream? I do like raisinettes
Ooh,
because they're
that
I
covered
do
in chocolate.
too, but I could do without the raisins though. Raisins are okay, but keep them out of my ice cream.
Yeah,
You know what I
only in
mean?
cookies. Come
Or
on.
have prune ice cream then.
Do they make prune
Wow.
ice
I
cream?
don't know.
I would eat that. Don't tempt me. He was making.
It might
fun of me the
also
other
be
day
because
was
I
all
can't-
over my prunes.
All
What
up
was
in
that?
my prunes.
Yep.
That should be your catchphrase.
I feel like get all up in my prunes. That sounds so gross.
Yeah, it sounds a little strange, but it's okay.
I can't even say it with a straight face anymore.
So you said that you're having health issues and stuff, and you kind of stopped going out before the pandemic. How far before the pandemic did
Sorry.
you kind of? I paused for you to cough.
No, thank you.
How far before the pandemic did you kind of start slowing down a little bit on it?
How far before the pandemic? I don't know. I was doing comedy for like 8 months or so, I think. And then I guess I stopped for a bit. And then I think I went to like a mic in March or February before the pandemic started. I probably could have done it. I just felt like I just had some hangups, but I probably could have powered through it looking back, but whatever. I just needed to chill out for a bit.
Yeah,
Emma.
we all need that once in a while.
So I know that you do you're actually very talented pianist.
Whoa, what did you just say?
I said pianist.
Were you having such a weird time saying that?
Did you ever incorporate the piano playing with like your jokes? Have you ever considered being a musician?
You know what? I've never done that. It seems like I should be ripe for musical comedy, but I have not entered into that abyss. I don't know why I called it an abyss. I don't know. I haven't blended the two.
That's pretty interesting. You could probably even like, from doing comedy online, you could probably even practice really good at home.
You're like the Fiona Apple of the piano playing.
Fiona
comedy.
Apple.
Yeah.
I do love Fiona Apple. She's great. Although you have to be pretty upset to listen to her, I feel like. I don't listen to her when I'm
comedians are.
I don't know if I've ever been. I've been pretty upset, but I don't know if I've ever been Fiona Apple upset before.
What? Yes, you have. You just haven't addressed it yet.
Oh.
It's a whole other layer of disdain and anger and anguish.
Truly.
I could not name one song by Fiona Apple.
I know, honey. I know.
Gun to my head.
Whoa. Why does it have to like escalate so quickly?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if there's a gun to my head and my life depended on it, shoot me because I could not name one Fiona Apple song.
Dang.
That's okay. It's mostly like lyrics pointed at being angry at men. So I don't blame you for not really listening to it.
I'm pretty angry at men though.
I mean, you could probably say men suck and pick that could be in one of the songs, like inadvertently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that-
Anyways, so the pandemic hit And then how did you kind of come across the Zoom scene, and how did you kind of get into that?
I don't know. I think I just was on that Facebook group a lot and I was posting a lot, but I wasn't really doing any mics. I was a bit nervous. And then I did one local Zoom show.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And that went well. And then I did a couple shows and it went well. So then I started doing, but I didn't really get into it for a while. Like by the time I got into Zoom comedy, I feel like it was already kind of going for a while. So I might have been a little late to the Zoom game.
It happens. It happens. It's funny because the first one or two Zooms I did were also like a local person that did local mics. That was doing a Zoom, and I was like, I guess I'll try. You know, it's so different. It is so different.
Mhm. Mhm, mhm.
What do
Yeah.
you how's it changed your life, the Zoom comedy?
How has it changed my life?
Yeah.
Drastically. No, well, I don't know. I mean, it was really a beautiful thing, like being in a pandemic where people are so isolated and not laughing, and people are in this dark place, and then like to come across something where everyone's having fun and laughing through this dark time, and you meet a ton of people, whereas so many people are having the opposite experience. So I thought I was like, wow, I met so many cool people.
Yeah.
So that's been
Same.
really amazing. And I do feel like I've gotten way better just through Zoom. Maybe just because I didn't have a humongous length of experience with comedy prior, on just under shy of a year. So like, I think it was a hugely positive thing during something that people didn't really have that experience.
Yeah, I do agree too. And it's like we were all separated, but then we found a way to kind of be separated together.
Yeah, and I met so many people and like made so many connections. Like I did not expect that to happen, and I think
Right.
that's a really, really cool thing.
Yeah, I did not expect that to happen either. When I was like delving into the Zoom and I was deciding whether or not I liked it, I never really thought about, okay, in 3 years from now, I'm gonna have like 200 more friends because of this.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh,
Yeah, and
Or
you
however
guys have done
many.
so much for the whole community and building this whole network. That's, I'm very thankful for it. So that's really cool.
Yeah, well, we're thankful for people like you that are contributing to it.
absolutely.
You're doing pop-up writing sessions, and you're doing your shows, and you're doing all kinds of fun stuff
And that's
too.
what we want to foster. That's the kind of community we wanted to foster, is having people feel safe to post their gigs, post what they're doing, and other people go, hey, that's an opportunity for me. And something is open, they can do it. And so thank you so much. We appreciate people like you that support that platform in that kind of way as well.
Thanks.
Use it.
Yeah. How did you guys decide to start that whole network?
So we were doing shows in person before the pandemic. We were doing hypothetical comedy shows.
Okay.
And so when the Zoom thing kind of happened, everything shut down, and the Zoom thing kind of happened. By the end of April, because we shut down in March. By the end of April, we did an online hypothetical comedy showcase.
Sorry.
We'll wait for a second here. So we did a showcase, and then we just started doing a couple more shows here and there. And then I started that open mic. And at first we just had like a hypothetical comedy like page, we were doing everything on there. But it wasn't really easy for people to sign up to the mic and keep track of things, because I didn't want to do it all through Displaced. I wanted to do it, elsewhere on the side. And so it just became easier just to make your own group, and then just kind of, just kind of grew from there. Really
cool. Very cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
It's good times.
I liked it a lot because of the same reason that you were talking about, Emma, is that people were really going through it, especially the isolation part of, being inside and not really being able to connect to people. And there were
Yeah.
times
Mhm.
where we were just having like a little hangout, and there would be so many people in there, and they were laughing so much. And every once in a while, you'd hear people just say to themselves, but they're like unmuted, and they're just saying, "Oh, I needed this. Oh,
Yeah.
this feels so good." And that's what we wanted, for people to be able to,
Aw.
you know, connect. It was safe for them, and they just like, I don't want to say escape,
Kind of
but it's kind of
escape.
like escape.
It's kind of escape from reality for a few
Mhm.
minutes, to go on there to hang out in the Facebook rooms, the Facebook Messenger rooms that never
Oh my
worked, that
God.
never worked very well, and get like 10, 12 people in there, and everybody's talking over each other, and people are arguing. And, oh, people hate each other. They block they block each other on Facebook and stuff. And
Damn.
yeah, drama's happening. Whatever. They're in a car chase. All kinds of crazy shit happens.
Wow.
Yep.
It was good times though. So I know it's still kind of a pandemic. It's not really like it's not back to normal yet. But what are you doing outside of comedy, just like in your life? Anything exciting for
Well,
you?
I'm in school for mental health counseling. I do that
Oh wow,
online
that's cool. I
actually.
did not know that.
That is right.
Yep. And I do have like chronic illness stuff, so I'm not like as active as I usually am, but just hanging out a lot outside. And what else have I been doing? Not that much, like wanting to travel more, but that's been a little bit.
What is your end game for the mental health schooling?
Well, I think I want to do like tele mental health stuff that's become really popular,
Oh, nice.
like because it's just so accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
Was it like
So I
online
think,
counts, like online
Yeah.
yeah.
stuff? Okay.
Mhm.
That is really popular and accessible. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the program. I studied psychology and I loved that. And then I worked in the mental health field, like with troubled teens in a group home, and it was really traumatic and insane. And then
Yeah,
so that kind of,
I
it was
bet.
great. I saw like the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I could totally
Yeah,
relate
it
to
was
that.
really intense. And that's not like a typical job that you would have, but
Mhm.
I just got it was so intense that like I switched to doing social media work, which is what I do now, like part-time. And I like attempted to start a social work degree, but I didn't like the curriculum. And then I remembered like a couple years ago, like, oh yeah, the mental health counseling curriculum is way better. So I wish I'd thought of that sooner, but whatever, it's fine.
But that's cool. How long have you been
Mhm.
going? How long have you been kind of going down that path? For a long time, it sounds like.
Just like a year, a little over a
Okay.
year. Hmm.
That is so rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is, because right now, that's something that really makes a difference in people's lives. Like, for example, you said that you worked at a teen, like a youth center, like a youth place, and
Group
I'm sure
home.
a group home. There we go. I'm sure you did see a lot of traumatic things, and
Yeah.
a lot of things that you didn't want to see. But
Yes.
on the flip side of that coin, I'm sure you touch people's lives in a way that you'll probably never know.
Aw, thank you. But I wish I did know.
That's not what you do it for, damn it. No, I know. We all do. We all wish we did know. But I mean, we do that, we touch people's lives in ways we never know sometimes.
Yeah,
And
but I'm a firm believer in telling people how you touch their lives. Like, I just think it's a really good thing to do. Like, you don't know. So,
you don't.
like, you don't know what's going to happen. You should tell the people what, that's like just a proponent of what I think. But you're right. Like, you don't always know, and people don't always say. So what, you're just sitting there assuming? Like, I don't want to
And then
assume.
people also like, sometimes people don't even realize how much you affected their life,
Until like way later.
until way later in life.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, when I was
So
in that
what? I
group
gotta
home.
wait 10 years to hear a compliment.
But they won't be able to find you because they're not going to remember your name. That
Oh,
one girl, man, she was awesome, whatever her name was. So
I
you'll
hope
never
so.
know. You'll never
You're all,
know.
that's me. I'm
But
whatever her name is.
you should just, be proud of yourself for helping people in a thankless kind of position.
But you never know, because, like, okay, so let's say going to through your schooling gives you the basics, and then you put your own spin on it. You put your own spin on your treatment and how you counsel people, and maybe you'll
Mhm.
be the one to lead the way on being able to tell people openly, thank you for what you've done for me, and not waiting till the last minute, letting them know earlier so
Yeah.
that both of you can heal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it's down the line. I don't know what it looks like, but you could do mental health comedy.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
what my
mental
brother was
health
like. You
and
should,
comedy are synonymous.
you should. My brother's like, you should blend the two somehow, and I'm like, yeah, but also I do feel like my comedy is kind of an outlet for like maybe darker stuff. It's not like the stand-up comedy isn't the content isn't necessarily the most your cheeriest side. Like it's just one side of you that's more complainy and I don't know. Maybe not
Yeah.
the help.
No, I do. I see what you're saying. But then at the same time, like if you, it's almost like if you got asked to do a kid's show, right? You could do something like that
Yeah.
to where it's like a more upbeat, a more just a different style than what I guess you
Yeah,
know.
I do.
Than
I have
gloomy.
blended. Yeah, I make a lot of Instagram videos and I have blended some stuff with like mental health things. Like there are like it does overlap a bit sometimes, but
That's cool.
good.
That is cool. Yeah. Because it is very important and it is kind of overlooked. Because like for the most part, you can't really see it. I mean, sometimes you can, but for the most part, you can't really see like when people are in bad mental health
Correct.
or mental health issues or things like that. And
Mhm.
so we live in a society where if you can't really see it, it's not really there, for the most part. And so it's really good to be able to have that for somebody like you to do that, especially because you're a comedian and it's mental health is pretty crazy in the comedy world too. So maybe you
Yeah,
could even like
I've
be
noticed.
like the comedy counselor or something.
Oh man, I don't know about that.
You're gonna see things you don't want to see doing that too.
I
Like we
do
have
think
this.
it's very, yeah, I do think it's very healthy to laugh. Like I noticed that since I started doing comedy, like my mental health has been better just because you're laughing more, you're having more fun. Like I started
Yeah.
doing music when I was in college and I would go to a few open mics doing my like melancholic songs and like I don't know, it just I liked it, but there's like kind of a sadness to doing music, at least for me, and like it is a wonderful outlet, but I just feel like comedy is way happier and more it's just fun and like you know
Yeah.
I find that it's for me at least like my life has improved just because like well duh you're laughing more
Yeah, you get
you're
those
having more
you're getting those endorphins out.
exactly
Hell yeah. And then, and the thing about like just a comedy show, right? Is you forget about outside things, whatever's happening outside those doors. You forget about that for an hour, 2 hours or
mm-hmm.
whatever. You laugh, you escape reality, you kind of go to this place where there's this person on stage telling you stories and you're just kind of escaped into that. You have your food or your drinks or whatever you have. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end
Or
of the
what
day, your problems are still going to be there, but like you get to just escape it for that time.
yeah well for me what I love about what always attracted me to stand up is that you can be real and you're celebrated for being real and
Yeah.
if you're real outside of stand-up comedy you could be perceived as too negative or
Mhm.
not being positive enough or like but I love that in stand-up you can like tell the truth you can be really brutally honest about something dark and then not only that it can just be funny like so that is what I find to be a tremendous outlet and I think is it's good to celebrate like just allowing people to be real
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
It is really good for that. And comedy, like, it's one of the last places where like there's not a lot of censorship. There's some, because we don't want people punching down on other people, but like
Yeah, no.
for the most part, like there's not a lot of censorship in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You can even like, I mean, you could say those punching down jokes, whatever, and we won't censor you, but then we may not ask you back, whatever, something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's not a lot of censorship in comedy, so I think that's great. I do think you're right about that, though. You can be brutally honest about things, and there's not a lot of other aspects in life where you can be so brutally honest about certain things in life.
Yes.
Relationships and just
you're just telling the truth. Comedy is just the truth, like the secret truths that people think or say, just kind of like memes. Like I see memes as like sort of a manifestation of stand-up. Like they're the little things that people do that never talk about, and then they get on stage and they're like, have you ever noticed that we all do this thing? Like,
and then people laugh because they have
relatability.
They relate.
Yep, they can relate, and they did notice that.
Yep. So you said that Jim Gaffigan is one of your favorite. Who would you say your top 3 are?
Top 3. It's kind of hard, like, because
it is.
Just like a top few. No numbers.
Okay, top few then.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. I really do love Eliza. I can't pronounce her last name. Schlesinger. She's very like smart and just punchy and just like authoritative, and I just really like her style. I'm not sure I really liked it at first, but it just like really grew on me, certain things. I like that she's smart and sassy or whatever. I don't know. I also like Bo Burnham a lot. I love Mike Birbiglia too.
Oh, I love Birbigs.
Yes.
I love Birbigs.
I love his personality.
Yeah.
He's kind of like softer spoken. He seems like a really sweet guy, but I just love his storytelling, that it can be like poignant and funny. And I like how he has a specific cadence.
Yeah.
Do you know Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah, of course.
Mike Birbiglia wrote this he does a My Secret Journal or My Secret Diary or whatever he does, like a blog thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote this blog entry about Mitch Hedberg after Mitch Hedberg died, and it's the most amazing, wonderful, beautiful thing. There's this YouTube clip of him reading it. I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Hell yeah. I saw Jim Gaffigan live years and years and years before I even did comedy. It was this weird thing where my aunt was having this work night and they were going to someone's improv, and then at the last minute, like something came up and my uncle couldn't go with her, so I went with her, and I just got to see Jim Gaffigan live. It was my first comedy show, and the thing that blew my mind was that the host was funny too. Like the guy that introduces him is funny. Like what the hell? Like I didn't even understand that concept at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jim Gaffigan's first joke was, don't worry, I never heard of me either. And now he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's very popular. I don't know. I just relate to his personality a lot. And
I do too. I like when he does like the little audience talk back thing. Because that's super relatable too. The
self-conscious voice. It's incredibly relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Because it's like that's what we are thinking,
Yeah, I love that.
Hell yeah. You have anything exciting coming up? Any projects or any shows? Are you you have a podcast, don't you?
I do, but I haven't been doing much with it the past few months because my friend was helping me with the audio, and that kind of like stopped a bit. So there's a few that I need to have edited. So I'm just waiting around a bit. So I haven't done a ton with that. I'm actually doing a show this evening. I think donations go to Planned Parenthood, which is cool. That's over Facebook. So yeah, maybe I'll do another. What's the next holiday?
What is the next holiday? Arbor Day.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll do another themed show like that.
What's in September? Labor Day?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that lends itself to
Oh, in that case, Halloween? I don't know.
Yeah, I did
Uh,
one for Halloween last year. That was really fun.
Tell us
Oh,
about
Halloween candy.
tell us about your podcast real quick.
Um, well, I have, as you know, it's called Psych to Laugh, and it's blending kind of psychology with comedy. And I've interviewed a few people. And then I also have a couple things where I'm just talking about certain psychological phenomenon and also making it funny somehow.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully
That's
I can
cool.
get, people to fix the audio, and then I can get up other stuff on it.
Yeah, it's a really good concept.
Yeah, I like
Just like
them.
the seasonal themed shows you have, it's an original idea, and it's important to get
Thanks.
like psychology and comedy. Like it's a good topic.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, you try to keep that going if you can, because that's super awesome.
Yeah. And I do a lot of Instagram videos. That's what I do a lot of. So
No TikToks?
TikTok hasn't been as successful for me as Instagram Reels.
Oh wow.
I've gotten a lot more
Interesting.
views on
We're
Instagram.
doing the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody's like TikTok.
It's like Facebook Reels and Instagram now.
Yeah, you watch them on Facebook now too, because just right there in your face.
Dang.
Right there in your face for
Just right
Facebook.
there. Yep.
Right?
Oh, that's why they call it Facebook, because it's in your face.
Oh dang.
Yep. Or fake book is what I've called it at times.
Yeah, it's not a real book. You can't put it on the shelf.
Good point, honey.
Thank you. I try. I try to make some good points here. Hell yeah. So what's it like living the differences between living in New Jersey and living in upstate New York?
Oh my God, it is so fucking different. Holy shit. I don't know. I am used to, well, the town I'm in, like, it's not, I don't think it's that liberal. I think it's somewhat liberal. And I've always lived in a very liberal area. I grew up in a super liberal town that was very diverse ethnically, and like tons of different restaurants, and kind of a melting pot. And I'm not used to things not being diverse. And I'm definitely not used to seeing Trump signs. That's very weird for me.
Oh wow.
And like upstate New York is just, things are slower and it's a little bit more rural, not
Oh,
as much
yeah.
culturally going on. But I was in Rochester, which is a city, and that's a really cool, like artsy kind of eclectic city, and I loved it. But I moved, and there was like a housing crisis, so there was no apartments in Rochester. So that's how I ended up in this small town, like a half hour from Rochester. So
Wow.
I'm actually looking to move, but yeah, it's very different than New Jersey. Is very congested. Not as many, like, there are like beautiful natural areas, but I think it's the most congested state in the country. So
Oh wow.
quite
That's
different.
interesting.
Culturally, there's tons going on, which is not as much here. So yeah, it's pretty weird for me, but I do love this city nearby Rochester. It's like artsy and cool, and I like it. But I do miss being near the ocean a lot. But I'm in the Finger Lakes region, so there's tons of lakes, which are pretty.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of lakes. But there's something about the ocean, Well, you guys are near the
Oh
ocean.
yeah, California. Yeah, we have ocean as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would imagine though, upstate New York, like the New York City, like where all the mics are and things like that, wouldn't be as accessible as like New Jersey.
Oh, of course not. There's barely, I mean, I did some stuff in the Rochester scene, but I'm kind of far, so I haven't really ventured out that much.
Yeah.
But in this area, there's nothing. That's why I've done so much on Zoom. So yeah, I really do miss being more active, like in stages and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we hope we can get out there and stuff, because it's a crazy world and it's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there like a place that you are is kind of like your dream goal in the comedy scene to perform at? Like a place,
Oh, that's a good
country?
question. I'm not sure I have a specific place in mind. Like, I guess more like legit clubs in New York City or that are more well known, but
Yeah.
I don't really have like a specific place. I bet like a theater would be cool. That would
Ooh,
be a nice vibe.
that'd be
Yeah, that would be
rad.
cool. I played an improv theater in Oakland. That was pretty fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was before the Piscil pandemic.
Yeah, just a different vibe and feeling, I bet, being in a theater than a
Where
stand-up.
so doing the New York scene and stuff for a while and traveling back and forth. Is there like a crazy place that you performed like in a deli or on a subway or something crazy like that?
Like I said, I didn't do stand-up for that long, so it's just kind of getting started. I don't think I performed at any weird places. I did I performed at Stand Up New York Club, which was really fun. That's like a
Oh, that's
smaller
cool.
well-known club. Yeah, that was super fun. But that's not weird.
No, that's not, but that's
Uh,
cool though.
yeah, it was super cool.
Networking those things
No,
can
I
be
don't have any
weird.
like laundromat, or like on a tour bus or anything stories.
I saw the
Maybe I will
laundromat
later.
on Crashing, Pete
Oh,
Holmes' TV show.
yes, I love that show.
Yeah, we
That's like
watched it
my favorite
recently.
show.
It's really fun. I think he performed in the laundromat on that show.
Oh my God, I love that show. It's so, I was starting to watch it just as I was starting to do stand up. So
Oh,
it's like really
wow.
kind of cathartic to watch. Like, it's such a good show. And I actually really love Pete Holmes. Like, I love his podcast. I've been listening to it for years.
Like,
Oh, that's
you made
cool.
it weird?
You made it. Yeah, you
Yes.
did.
Yeah. I listened to I think 2 episodes so far. That was the Maya Rudolph recent one. And then he had another one with
Did you listen to Tony Hinchcliffe or something on it?
no, that was when that was when he was on the show Getting Dug with High.
Oh,
And Pete Holmes was getting super high, but also super drunk.
Hmm.
And it was like
Yeah.
Pete Holmes turned to a gazillion.
Yeah, he's a very deep guy. So I like the depth that he goes into with people, and it gets pretty, he talks about, like, I'm not religious, but his spiritual stuff's kind of interesting, and he's thought provoking. So I appreciate
Yeah.
it. He has one with his wife, and they're like, you guys are a really cute couple. They're also like an adorable couple. They have like the sweetest relationship.
oh, is she a
They're
comic?
always like, no, they're just like always talking about their feelings all the time. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
I think
just,
she's an actress.
Oh, okay.
no, she just seems like the sweetest person on earth. I don't know. It's just they have a nice vibe together.
They
And they
do.
talk
They
about
almost
cool stuff.
they almost have the same cadence as each other. When they talk
Really?
to each other, their voice is in the same tone. And it reminds me of like, do you ever remember those SNL skits where it had like, I think it was Anna Gasteyer and Molly Shannon, and they're like this conservative radio, and then but they say the
Yes. Oh my God,
dirtiest
I remember
things.
that.
Oh, I remember that.
That's what it reminds me of listening to Pete Holmes and his wife on their podcast.
Aw.
They're like they have that same like cadence as each other, and they're like, yeah, but they're like exploring very in-depth either like religious things, philosophical things. It's
Yeah.
like big stuff, but their cadence is so like, yeah.
Oh, they co-host. You
They're
made this
very
weird.
comfortable. Yeah.
This is interesting. I should check it out.
You should. There's
Yeah,
some really funny
she's
stuff in
very, like, she's super like validating to everything he says, and he just like goes on and on and on. I'm like,
yeah.
I relate more to him, like, wanting someone to do that and just listen to me and be like, oh yeah. But if I were her, I would be like, if I were in her shoes, I'd be like, oh my God, this guy will not stop. Like,
That's kind of the vibe he gives off on the show, though. He just will not stop. He'll just
what?
keep on. That's the vibe that I get from his show. Like
The
that's
Crashing
really
Show.
him. That he's just like in
Yeah.
your face all the time, and he just won't shut up.
Yeah, he does. He is very talkative. But I kind of relate to some stuff he says. Yeah, it's a bit much at times, totally. But
Hell yeah, Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, Emma, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was super fun
Yeah,
talking to
thank you.
about stuff and about your life and about things you have going on and things like that.
Yeah,
Do you
I
want
learned a
to
lot.
plug any social media?
Sure, check me out on Instagram. Like and subscribe. No, that's YouTube. Just kidding. No,
Smash that
it's
like button.
EMP_comedy_, and you can see all my Instagram reels.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like it.
Hell yeah. You can follow us on Instagram at Hypothetical Comedy. We are on Twitter at Hype the Comedy, HYP the Comedy.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, my turn.
It's
Hey,
your turn.
you can find me at She Shines For You on Twitter and Instagram, and Athena Rodriguez Comedy on Facebook.
And I am at Funky Sam Medina across the board.
You
That's
like
it.
that
Yeah.
term. You've said that like 3 times now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's across the like. That's isn't that
Is
a
that
term?
like how you feel like a businessman? You feel
Across the
like a
board.
boss when you say across the board.
You name the social media, you find Funky Sam Medina somewhere on there. Hell yeah,
Just say it.
across the board. Damn you.
Across the- Hey, you guys never told me your favorite comedians. I want to know.
Oh dang.
My number one super favorite comedian that made me inspired to do comedy is Mitch Hedberg. That's why that
Nice.
Mike Birbiglia thing was so touching to me. But like
Oh.
also like Mike Birbiglia is one of my tops. Jim Gaffigan, because I saw him live my first comedy show, but then like there's this local person here named Samuel Bade, and he's one of my absolute favorite comedians. He should be rich and famous because he is amazingly funny. But I would put him in one of my top absolute favorite comedians of all time.
That's a good one. That's good.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
about
I
you?
could see the Mitch Hedberg. Sorry, I could see the Mitch
Oh,
Hedberg
no.
influence because you have really great like one-liners.
Yeah, in fact, I have this joke, this Butterfinger joke that I really like. I've done it for a long time, but I really like it. And the origin kind of that joke was I was on the bus and I was listening to Mitch Hedberg, and he did his Reese's joke and his Kit Kat joke back to back. And I tell myself, I need to come up with a Butterfinger, or I need to come up with a candy bar joke so I can match, so I can have him, like kind of in honor of Mitch, and yeah, so that was kind of born out of that.
Cool.
Hell
Yeah. And I mean, I wanted to do comedy as like sketch comedy because I was into Saturday Night Live and I would do those sketches and in living color. But the person who made me want to do stand-up comedy that really inspired me was Eddie Izzard. And
Cool.
Their comedy is like my favorite just because like incorporating history and making that funny, that's fucking hard.
Oh
like,
yeah, like we've seen Eddie twice live.
oh my god,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Emma.
Yeah,
It was
thank you
really
so
fun
much.
talking to you.
It was a blast.
Yeah, super fun.
We enjoyed it.